All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to day 5 of Roland Garros, and we have got a bit of a quiet day. Today's not, I don't know, it's because of all the upsets. We've got a bit of a quiet day today, but a lot of matches in bunches. So there's like a lot of matches to start the day, then there's nothing. Then there's a lot of matches in the middle of the afternoon, then there's nothing. So it's a bit of a weird day today. But we'll see what happens. We're starting with Osaka, taking on Vekic. Famous last words, yeah. We've got Sinner coming up in an hour, so we're going to be watching him. Then we go from there. Sabalenka, Gauff are playing later. Yeah. And then we watch whatever. I don't know. I'm not sure what we watch today. It's open for suggestion because there are some good matches later, but it's the second round where it's kind of like still awkward where it's the seeds playing the unseeded players. Tomorrow the seeds collide, so we start getting some top 30 clashes, but yeah, it's that weird kind of awkward time, especially when there's upsets, right? When there's a lot of upsets, we have a lot of players not playing the players we expected. So yeah, Berrettini versus Rinderknecht. Yeah, that's probably the Rinderknecht playing later. That's interesting. Yeah, Shelton's playing later. All right, Osaka out in the sparkly outfit again. It is supposed to rain maybe as well today, so that could be interesting. So there's that. So we'll see what we do. Again, I'm not too bothered if we don't watch that much stuff today or tomorrow because, well, tomorrow's gonna be busy. But I'm not too bothered if it's a slow couple of days because the less I scream in the first week, the more I can yell next week. We do have some great matches tomorrow though. Fonseca Djokovic obviously is the big one. You got Zverev Alice, which is kind of underrated. Menchik Demonor, Paul Ruud. You got Swiatek taking on Lynette. Andreeva's playing tomorrow. So yeah, there are some interesting matches tomorrow. A lot crazier tomorrow, I think, than today. But Vekic Osaka starting us off. These two have, I'm sure they've played. Yeah, they played in Stuttgart in 2019. And Osaka won in 3. They also played in the 2016 Australian Open first round, where Osaka won that as well. So they haven't played for a long time. Long time. But they have played. First time playing on clay. I don't know if it changes things being on clay, but we'll see. We will see. How many times have I played? Twice. But Vekic is warming up. Vekic, it's weird because Vekic kind of popped off when Osaka was gone. And then Vekic, in the last couple of years, unfortunately, has just kind of dropped off a little bit. And Osaka's come back and obviously done really, really well. So yeah. So that's where we're at. Osaka's wearing a sparkly jacket today. So she's still got that outfit going. This match could be close. Yeah, I hope so. I mean, this match, like I said, the Jovic-Navarro match, those two matches are really interesting. Tien's coming on now as well. Capriva Landalusi's coming on later. Tsitsipas versus Arnaldi later today. What else we got? Yeah, FAA is playing today. So yeah, we'll kind of just play it by ear. We'll obviously watch the big names and do all the must watch matches, but other than that, we'll just kind of we'll see what we watch. Do you think Demonor benefited from time off? Maybe. I think it's more that how Menchik had to play that 5-set epic and Djokovic and Demonor had played 0. So it's probably a combination of the two. Vekic had a great 2024. Yeah, she did. Silver medalist. She won a silver medal here, so she can play on clay. She had a great run at the Olympics here, so we know she's more than capable. Tien has a good chance to make third round and play Kaboli versus Tien will be interesting. Yeah, that would be really fun. That would be a lot of fun, that one. But let's see what happens. Let's see how this one plays out. All right, the Eiffel Tower is there. It's still there. Yesterday I felt cursed. Yesterday was crazy. Yesterday was crazy. All right. Osaka's going to serve. I'm going to go Osaka in 3, maybe? As we're back in from Osaka. Into the front of Vekic. Osaka 4 into the front of Vekic up the line. And Vekic hits it out. $15 Is all Grand Slams streamed HBO? I don't know. I don't have that. $15 As Vekic, it's a lovely winner, 15-all. Do you think Sinner will be okay playing at midday? Yeah, I don't think he's going to be that bothered. If he play like the hottest part of the day is what, like 4 o'clock, right? So he's probably going to miss. Well, he's going to miss that part of the day, which is good. All right, 30-15. That was a fault from Osaka, second serve. And Vekic is having a look at the mark and having a laugh at the umpire. Okay. I think Vekic is saying that the ball was in and everything's fine. All right. As Osaka gets a forehand in the net, and it's 30-all. As Osaka, nice hitting, 40-30. Who is Cam? Can you please introduce yourself to us? Bro, you've been here for a while. You don't need me to introduce myself. You've been here for like months. So I think we're good. Introduce yourself. Who are you? What are you doing here? All right, Deuce. Chat, can you introduce me to everybody else? I'll let the chat do it. Chat, introduce myself. Deuce. As a return gets the back of Osaka. Osaka on the net. Advantage. Vekic. Start us off. Cam is the screaming guy who makes tennis fun. There you go. That's about it. That's it. And that is the that is the intro. All right. As that goes out by Vekic on the return. And it's going to be checked by the umpire. Umpire says it's out, so it's back to Deuce. Cam is the favorite customer of a thrift stores in Australia. Okay, yep, accurate. Commonly known as Cam, who does great commentary. Okay, thank you. The best tennis correspondent and dog lover. Okay, hoarder and collector of random things. Okay, that's personal. Cam comes from the planet you know nothing about. Okay. Asking for trouble. Yeah. Cam is the host. He is a hoarder. Anyways, advantage Osaka. She tries to win the first game. As it goes out by Vekic. And Osaka, 1-love. Umpire's going to double check the mark. The umpire's come out of the chair 3 times in the first game. Cam is our mate when no one in our house is interested in tennis. Yeah. Cam's hobbies are tennis talk. Actually, that's it. That's not true. I have other hobbies. I have many hobbies. Chat is cool. He is Australian and owns a dog. Who are you? I'm Australian and I have a dog. Accurate description. Cam is the top Australian sports streamer in March and April and possibly May of 2026. Specifically on YouTube in the sports category. Exactly. Yes. Yes, that is accurate. That is accurate. There we go. That's me. All right, 1-love Osaka. So we got a fault from Vekic, second serve. As a return from Osaka goes up the line to the back of Vekic. Osaka forehand cross-court winner. And it's love 15. Cam has many rugby shirts. Okay, fair enough. Yep. That's fair. Just joining. Did Osaka walk out in the same outfit the other day? No. She was wearing like a white, like... skirt and like a jacket with all the sequins. So it was different from the first time. All right, love 15. Return from Osaka on the net. Oh, pardon me. 15-0. 15-0. Vekic serves again. Into the forehand of Osaka. Backhand from Vekic. To the backhand of Osaka. Vekic up the line. Osaka forehand cross court. Vekic gets it on the stretch. Osaka forehand up the line again. Vekic backhand. Osaka goes in the net with the backhand, and it's 30-15. Oh, yeah, Kwame's playing today, right? Oh, we're keeping an eye on him as well. I forgot he was playing. Uh, 30-15. As we let from Vekic. As the return goes in by Osaka, 40-15. Vekic serves again. Fault. Second serve. As the return goes in the backhand of Vekic, forehand from Osaka, cross-court winner. 40-30. As Vekic serves a fault. Second serve. Serving the forehand of Osaka. Return the forehand of Vekic. Osaka backhand. To the backhand of Vekic. Osaka again to the backhand of Vekic. Vekic up the line. Great shot. Osaka gets it back. As Vekic goes up the line again. Osaka gets that back. Then Vekic backhand up the line again. Osaka goes cross court. Vekic forehand again to the forehand of Osaka. And Osaka gets it wide. Vekic holds 1-1. Fonseca Djokovic might be easy for Djokovic, or it might go 5. I think it'll be somewhere in the middle. I wonder how many of these dresses Osaka has made. I would say at least 7. They don't seem washable. Yeah, she's probably got I would say 5 to 10 of that outfit. For sure, right? I mean, she'd have multiples. But all the tennis players do, right? I mean, all the players have multiples of their outfits. It's just her outfits are probably like $1,000 a piece. It's not $100 a piece. As that backhand goes wide by Osaka. You know, like Sabalenka, for example. I think Sabalenka's outfit looks awesome. I think that looks so cool. Like black and red, it looks awesome. But she'd have like 20 dresses, right? Like she'd have a heap of dresses too. Like all the guys have a bunch of shirts, right? I mean, so yeah, Osaka would definitely have a bunch of these outfits, probably 10. As the return goes into the forehand of Osaka, love 15 as Vekic drop shot. Osaka's going to get it, but just hit it long, and it's love 30. Love 30. Chance for a break here for Vekic to start us off. Return goes in the backhand of Osaka. That's a good shot. Vekic with a slice in the net. And it's 15-30. As that goes out by Osaka. Beck is just pointing at the mark. The umpire confirms, so it's 15-40. Chance for Vekic to get the break here. All right, return goes for Vekic. Back in Osaka's a winner. Ooh. That was a good shot. 30-40, sorry. Did you see that Sabalenka have the same dress as Sabalenka? It did create some buzz. Yeah, but that's because Sabalenka's dress you can buy at the store. And Sabalenka being so low ranked, remember the players outside like the top 50 to 100, you know, not everyone's sponsored. Not everyone has a clothing brand. So what do you do if you don't have a clothing brand? Is we get a return winner for Vekic. And it's 2-1. What happens if you're not sponsored, right? What happens if you're not sponsored? You have to go wear tennis outfits, right? You got to go buy them. You got to pay for them. So if Sabalenka's outfit is for general, what do you call it? General, like you can buy it, purchases, right? Then Sabalenka probably just went to the store and went, I like that. I'm going to wear that. You know, like, just like, oh, that's cool. But see, the thing is, how do they avoid that in the future? Because it sucks for Sabalenka, right? Because Sabalenka is the world number one. You know, she's supposed to be getting, like, you know, her own stuff. And she has got her own stuff. But if it's available to the public, then any player could buy it and wear it. Because they usually sell this kind of stuff. I mean, they announce Sinner's outfit and Alcaraz's outfits and stuff like a month early, right? So they go, oh, this is what he's wearing at the French. So they're on sale before the French. So it's like, what can you do? You can't really. I mean, do you what do you call the players that wear that outfit and go, don't do it? Like, Sabalenka paid for it. It's like, what are you going to tell people not to wear Sabalenka's outfit when it's on sale and they're trying to sell stuff? Like, it's a weird thing. Osaka, you can't buy Osaka's outfit. There's no chance. You can't buy that. I doubt you could buy Serena's outfits towards the end. I don't think you could buy her stuff. Like the ones that, like the super custom premium stuff, right? But yeah, Sabalenka's in that weird spot where it's like, you can buy it. Like, I mean, look, I've got all the Alcaraz shirts, right? There's nothing stopping anybody from wearing these before the tournament starts. And in fact, I think some players did wear some of Alcaraz's stuff before because it wasn't custom to him. It's only if you put like the logo. So what she needs to do, Sabalenka, she needs to get a logo and then have the logo on her shirt. So then if anybody wears her outfit with her and it has the logo like Federer did, or, you know, remember how Federer had the shoes? And I remember one time, I think like Burdick wore Federer shoes. It was weird. And then he played Federer and he had like the RF on the shoes. Like she needs a logo, like Rafa logo, right? Like the Rafa logo. You're not going to buy Rafa's shirt and wear his shirt because then everybody will be like, why are you wearing Rafa's shirt? It's weird. She needs to get a Tiger logo or something, right? Then again, but, you know, there is already a Tiger with Nike, so I don't know if she can be use a Tiger logo. It might be reserved to somebody else. But anyways, it is what it is. Can't buy Townsend's outfit either. Yeah, her outfit's cool too. That was cool, like the green with this thing. But she has like she has a custom, she's like she's working with like another brand that's like a small brand, so she can wear custom stuff. Because I don't think I don't know what the brand name is. I think it starts with J, but it's she like that. She's with like a smaller company, so it works different. I feel like Sabalenka doesn't care. Nah, I don't think Sabalenka's bothered. I don't think she's too bothered. Plus, also, Selig McTever lost, so now Sabalenka's going to be the only one wearing that, right? I mean, the one player that was wearing that outfit lost first round, so, yeah. Now Sabalenka's just going to, she's the one going to be remembered for that outfit, right? If she wins a tournament, for sure. As that goes out by Vekic, 3-15. All right, 30-15. As Vekic serves in the back of Osaka, return the forehand to Vekic. Osaka slice. Vekic forehand up the line. Osaka's there with a backhand. As Vekic drop shot. It's too good. 40-15. Sabalenka does care. She did talk about it last year. Does she? What did she say last year? Lovely drop shot, Vekic. Sabalenka cares. No, we're saying that she doesn't care. We're saying, like, would she care that much that Selig McTever wore the same dress? But again, we're going to all forget about this in like a week. So, or even like a day. Like, no one's going to remember this tomorrow. It'd be different if Selig McTever was winning. And if she was into the fourth round with the same outfit, right? That would be a totally different story. But she's not. As that forehand goes long by Osaka, and it's 3-1 Vekic. 3-1. Three and one. All right, back to Osaka. As Osaka hits a winner. And it's 15-love. Beautiful forehand up the line. Gasquet is coaching Kwame. Oh, nice. All right, it's Vekic, 15-0. Beautiful backhand from Vekic. And then the forehand open court winner. As Osaka comes to the net, lob goes up by Vekic. Osaka smash, Vekic lob, Osaka smash. Oh, she missed the second one. 15-30. Osaka in trouble, double break. Nearly an opportunity for double break. All right, 15-30. Osaka's already hitting 12 double unforced errors. Return goes back into Osaka. Cross court the back into Vekic. Vekic in the net, 30-0. Caboli breaks. Let's go. I've got Caboli in my team. I need him to win. All right, first serve's a fault, second serve. As Vekic return winner. 30-40. Osaka in big trouble. 30-40. Serve to the backhand of Vekic. Return goes out. And it's deuce. First serve was a fault, second serve. As the return goes in, backhand Vekic to the forehand of Osaka. Vekic up the line. Osaka with the backhand cross court. As Vekic gets to the forehand of Osaka, and Osaka puts it away cross court. Advantage Osaka. Advantage Osaka. Vekic misses the return. And Osaka takes the game, but it's 3-2 Vekic to the break. Kwame breaks as well. Everyone's breaking. What's going on? Kaboli up 3-2. Tien's up 3-2. The Australians are losing, so let's not talk about that. Okay. 3-2. Vekic with the break as well. All right. Oh, man. All right. 3-2 Vekic. Jeez, Jovic is smoking Navarro right now. Has there been a standout player so far? Not yet. I think after today we can make a better assessment because everyone would have played 2 matches. Yeah, I don't think so. Because Sabalenka and Gauff have only played 1 match, so it's hard to judge them against Swiatek, who's played 2 matches. But I would say, look, Svitolina had a tough first round. Swiatek won both matches straight sets. If Sabalenka and Gauff win both matches straight sets today, then we probably, what do you call it? There's probably 3 players, right? That are favorites, right? 3 favorites. They're probably equal favorite, right? I mean, look, yeah, Zverev looked great yesterday. He's got a really tough match tomorrow, though, so you've got to be careful. Love 30. Obviously, Djokovic has had his struggles, but that's because he hasn't played much. So he's probably partly playing into form, but also, a little bit of rust. So it's hard to judge his form. But then we got Sinner just winning everything. So Sinner just doing his normal thing. So, all right, Vekic hits it out, love 40. Love 40. Osaka to get back on serve. As Osaka, good return, gets the break, back, 3-all. Vekic could have been up a double break. Now she's on serve again. All right. Cerundolo to take a set off Sinner? I doubt it. Jovic on the revenge. Yeah, she is not messing around, Jovic. She has got places to be. All right. We're back on serve. 3-0. A backhand rally. And Vekic hit it long. 15 love. And Vekic with the forehand. Goes long again. 30 love. Love. As we get a let from Osaka. As Vekic returned the backhand of Osaka. Vekic backhand into the backhand of Osaka again. Vekic up the line. Osaka with the forehand cross court. Vekic gets it. Goes in the backhand of Osaka. Vekic with the backhand again. The backhand of Osaka. Osaka to wide. And it's 30-15. Serve again. As Vekic, great hitting. She gets to 30-0. Sigmund said she didn't come for a fashion show. She came to play tennis. If I was Naomi, I would have asked her, so why didn't you? Yeah, I don't know if Sigmund said that before or after the match. I think she might have said that before the match, right? I don't think that was after the match. Because I saw that as well. I think that might have been before the match. Is it a backhand now from Osaka, and then Osaka smacks a forehand down the line. And it's 40-30. 40-30. Handshake with Frosty, yeah. But you'd expect that because I think Sigamund, I mean, she just kind of does her own thing. Double fault from Osaka. Deuce. As we get the deuce. Serve again. Into the back end of Vekic. Turn goes out. Advantage Osaka. Can you put the Jovic and Navarro score on 2? Nah, because we're watching Sinner in like 10 minutes, so we won't have any room. But it's 4-love to Jovic. And people in the chat are updating all the time. 5-love Jovic. Jovic about the bagel. That match is about to be finished. Osaka leads 4-3. It's 5-love Jovic. Yeah, we're going to be watching Sinner about 10 minutes, so there's not enough room. If Sinner wasn't playing first thing in the morning, which I think is so annoying for the schedule, he should have been playing second match. We would have done a double header with Jovic because I was really wanting to watch that match too, but unfortunately, the schedule wouldn't allow it. So kind of screwed us. Sinner playing first thing in the morning is so dumb. Dumb. Stupid. They shouldn't let it happen. The best player on the planet plays at midday on a Thursday. No. Afternoon session like Djokovic. Anyways, 4-3. Jovic, she's kicking ass, so we're not missing much over there, I guess. All right. 4-3. I think Osaka's contract was negotiated better than Sabalenka. That's why she has different attire compared to Sabalenka. Yeah, look, if I had to guess, maybe that's true. Partly. But also, like, Osaka won a slam in 2018. Sabalenka won her first slam in 2023. Right? Osaka beat Serena to win her first slam. Also being, I think you got to remember with sponsors as well, it does matter where you're from. Unfortunately, right? That's part of it, right? And if you're from Japan, which has a very big tennis population, they're all into it. If you've been to Japan, they love their sports, right? I know Belarus also loves sport, but it's probably not as easy for a brand to maybe like sell to the Belarusian, fan base, whereas the Japanese fan base, and plus she's got that, Osaka's got her dad's from Haiti, right? So she's also got that kind of like, and she was growing up in America, so she kind of has all of that going for her. Now, look, you can say Sharapova was in Russia, and she was very marketable, right? True. But it's not the same for everybody. I mean, even Ash Barty. I mean, Barty was number one in winning slams. She's very much known in Australia, but she wasn't getting like Tiffany and Co. sponsors and stuff. It just depends on, it just depends, right? It just depends. Swiatek was number one for ages, right? And then you look at Raducanu, she's getting these brand sponsors for these massive luxury brands. But again, from the UK, right? You got to think, geography matters, right? Because it would be kind of weird to see like Iga Swiatek ads on Australian television, right? Like that wouldn't really make sense. Unless you watch tennis, but like seeing it, like if you're in the UK and you see Emma Raducanu on TV, you know who that is because she's from the UK, right? So it might just be that too, brand sponsors are not, Sabalenka. Also, again, Sabalenka being a young talent too. I mean, guys like Alcaraz are getting Nadal's getting snapped up at like 16 years old with Nike, right? Signing a lifelong contract, right? Sabalenka might not have thought that Sabalenka was gonna be as good as she is. Whereas they could see the potential with Osaka back when she was like 18. So that also, they take a risk or they take a go with the prospect, right? Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. And then sometimes they miss, like with Djokovic, right? He was sponsored by Adidas, and then he was sponsored by someone else. Like he jumped sponsors all the time, whereas Federer and Nadal were with Nike from the start. So it's I guess it's more like a bit of a guessing game. 40 love, by the way. And now Raducanu's with Uniqlo, right? And I don't know many players that are with Uniqlo, so they probably paid up for her to get her on their roster. As the backhand in there by Vekic, 40-15. But winner of this match plays the winner of Jovic and Navarro, which could be Jovic right now. Osaka Jovic, good matchup. All right. 40-15 as that goes out by Osaka. It's 4-all first set. But I love that they're giving like Sabalenka now. They're starting to put her up as number one and give her this respect that a world number one and multi Grand Slam champion deserves, right? They deserve custom outfits. They deserve their own look, right? And Sabalenka's getting all that now, which is great. It's how it should be, You're the best player on the planet. You won 4 Grand Slams. That person should be highlighted as different from everybody else, right? As better than the rest, All right, 15 love. So love 15. As the return goes to the backhand of Osaka. Osaka gets wide. Love 30. Uh-oh. Love 30. Love 30. As with a fault second serve. As a return goes into the backhand of Osaka. Osaka net, love 40. Brands aren't big on tennis like it used to be. Well, yeah, that's true too. I mean, most of these brands are not tennis only, right? They're not tennis focused. They've got, Nike have got so many different sports they cover, right? So they're going to have some tennis, but they're going to have a lot of other players that've got to pay from other sports too. Brands, teams, right? Backhand return goes back to Osaka. 4 now from Vekic, and then Osaka in the net. Vekic gets the break. And Vekic is going to serve for the set. Vekic is going to serve for the first set. Vekic has been the better player in this set. Lacoste is only tennis. Well, I think because Lacoste was a tennis player. I feel like Lacoste though is more of a luxury brand where people wear it not just for tennis. But Lacoste was, Henri Lacoste was a tennis player. He was a Grand Slam champion. Like, it kind of came from tennis. That brand was from tennis, right? Whereas, Nike and stuff didn't come from tennis. But yeah. But I feel like Lacoste now is sort of like, people wear Lacoste as like a luxury, as a Ralph Lauren, right? But they wear it like that. So it's kind of gone outside of tennis. It's tennis, but it's also like, you can wear it at fancy events. You can wear it on your yacht. If anybody has a yacht in the chat. All right, 5-4. Vekic's going to serve for this set. Caboli won the first. Yeah, Fred Perry's another one. Because he was a tennis player, Fred Perry. A very good one. Serve. The backhand is a fault. Second serve. No one, I don't think any players wear Fred Perry. I think Andy Murray was the last player I can recall wearing Fred Perry. It's back in return. Goes in the forehand of Vekic. Backhand from Osaka. Vekic in the net. Love 15. Love 15. I watched the Wimbledon movie yesterday. Didn't realize McEnroe was in it. What a surprise. Yeah, there's some cameos there for sure. It's fun. Love 15. Did anyone wear Penguin? I think Tomljanovic was wearing Penguin, I think, for a minute, but I don't know if she is anymore. As a double fault, Vekic, love 30. Navarro hasn't won a game yet. I know, right? All right. First double fault for Vekic is love 30. I rocked the Lacoste in the club and didn't know I was a tennis player. Yeah. As Vekic with the serve. 15-30. There's a Rafa documentary coming out this week. Comes out tomorrow. I think it comes out tomorrow, right? Doesn't the Rafa thing come out tomorrow? As the return goes to front of Vekic, but it's called a fault from the umpire. Second serve. Second serve. Yeah, it comes out tomorrow. Serving to the front of Osaka. Osaka's out. 30-0. Bad miss by Osaka. 30-0. As the return goes in, Osaka up the line. Slice from Vekic goes out. And Osaka's got a break-back point, 30-40. Tabilo got a walkover because Vachereau pulled out. So, yeah. 30-40. All right, first there's a fault from Vekic. Second serve. Comes out at 4 a.m. tomorrow. Nice. Second serve. Into the backhand of Osaka. Backhand of Vekic. To the backhand of Osaka. Up the line from Osaka's a winner. We're back on serve. 5-5. 5-all. All right. 5-all. All right. 5-5 is Osaka 15 love. Serve again. Serve again. Into the forehand of Vekic. Great return winner. 15-0. As Osaka serves again. First serve is a fault. Second serve. Serving to the forehand of Vekic. Return goes to the forehand of Osaka. Vekic backhand. Drop shot. Great drop shot, but a good pickup by Osaka. And Vekic in the nets. That drop shot was amazing, but then she thought it was good enough. Osaka got it back. All right, 30-15. Great pickup. All right, 30-15. Serve again. There's a fault. Second serve. There's Novak in the same bracket as Sinner. No, they're in opposite sides. Backhand into the forehand of Osaka. Osaka forehand cross-court winner. 40-15. Beautiful shot. Yeah, Djokovic is in the same bracket as Sinner. Sorry, as Zverev. Sinner's got FAA. Sinner's got FAA. Yeah, Zverev is down the bottom with Djokovic. And Sinner's got Auger-Aliassime in his half. 4-15. As Osaka serves. The back of Vekic. Return the back of Osaka. Vekic wins the point, though. Osaka hits it out 40-30. 40-30. What's going on? We've got Jannik Sinner coming up. Osaka's playing Vekic right now. It's a bit of a marathon at the moment. We've got plenty of matches going on at the same time right now. But let's see how Jannik Sinner looks against Juan Manuel Cerundolo, younger brother of Fran. But Osaka 40-30. Serving to the forehand of Vekic. Vekic to the net. And Osaka leads 6-5. All right. 6-5. And we've got the Sinner match coming up as well. Seems like Novak's last opportunity to win a slam while Alcaraz is out. Well, Wimbledon as well, though. Remember, Wimbledon, he's not there either. Just having a look around what's going on. So Jovic is up a set and 1-love. 6-love, 1-love is her score. Tien's about to win the first set. The Aussies are coming back. Birrell and Walton. Yeah. It's all happening. All right, Osaka takes the lead. And she is about to she's made Vekic serve to stay in the set. If you're just joining us, Vekic serve for the set, 5-4. Vekic has been up a break twice in this match, and also was nearly up double break in the first set, in this first set as well. So, yeah, it's been Vekic probably should have closed this out, but it should have been Vekic's set. All right. 6-5. Osaka. As Vekic serves a fault, second serve. Serving the forehand of Osaka. Return the forehand of Vekic. Osaka forehand inside out wide. And it's 15-love. Tien takes the first. All right. Will it be too hot for Sinner? I don't think so. 15-love. As the backhand return goes into the forehand of Vekic. Osaka pass. Vekic volleys it wide. Oh, man, that was a bad miss. Bad miss for Vekic. Bad miss. She had the entire court, and I don't know what she was doing with that volley. 15-0. Jovic up 6-love, 2-love. That is ultimate revenge. That is serious revenge. Kwame won the first, apparently. All right, umpire's out the chair to check the mark on the Vekic serve, but the ball was wide. This umpire's come out the chair at least 5 times in this match. Yeah, that was definitely wide. Second serve. Into the back of Osaka. Vekic. Forehand in the net, 15-30. This is not good for Vekic. 15-30. Osaka might be able to take this set. Jovic and Navarro played last week in Strasbourg, and Navarro lost 1 in 3, I think. 3? So yeah, they played literally last week. All right, double fault Vekic. We got set points. 15-40. Osaka to steal the set. $15.40. Vekic serves. Another fault. Umpire's going to check again. Vekic is making the umpire check every mark. He's been out the chair 7 times, and it's Vekic. We saw Osaka play the first round. She didn't make the umpire do this much work. As Vekic hits the line on that shot, 30-41 saved. Vekic is the one making the umpire work here. No Eala, no views. Yeah, bro. Yep, you're right. You're spot on. Nobody cares about anybody else. You're exactly right, mate. Nobody came to watch Djokovic yesterday. No one's here right now to watch Osaka. You're right. No Eala, no views. You got me. You got me. Tennis talk, a.k.a. the Eala talk. Hey, look. But we'll watch tennis anyway, and maybe somebody will show up. As Osaka gets out of the return, we get to deuce. That's all right, though. Hey, we got Eala coming up. We got Eala next week, so we're going to watch her next week, so don't worry. Don't worry, we've got Eala next week. Don't worry. Don't you worry. We got Eala next week. Don't worry. We'll watch her again for you. First there's a fault, second serve. There's a backhand return. Into the backhand of Vekic. Backhand now from Osaka. Up the line to the front of Vekic. Osaka backhand. And then that goes the net by Vekic. And it's another set point for Osaka. All right. Osaka to take the first set. Advantage Osaka. As the return goes in, and Vekic hits a backhand up the line for a winner. Back to deuce. Back to deuce. 1.1k people is no one. I know, right? It's crazy. Striped shirts again. Better in black like Sinner. I'm sorry. This is not... You're critiquing my outfit? Is nobody giving you attention today? Is everybody ignoring you? No. Is nobody talking to you at work today, at Thursday, on a Thursday? You're like, hey... Oh, hey... Sucks, man. Go get a coffee and talk to Janet from accounting or something. I don't... Advantage Vekic to get to a tiebreak. As a return, goes in the backhand of Vekic. Backhand from Osaka into the forehand of Vekic. Osaka forehand goes long. We're going to tiebreak. 3 set points saved. Sinner's about to start up as well. So let's get things started. All right. Vekic, 1 hour played. She saved 3 set points. Jovic showing no mercy. Double break. Is she double break? 3 love. Jesus. All right. I'm going to go Sinner in straights for the record. All right, Osaka serves. Who's winning this tiebreak, chat? Let me know. Osaka serves an ace. 15 love. Cam, do you have time to talk about Dimitrov? Not at the moment, but ask that question. Maybe not when we're doing a doubleheader, because if you want to go me into detail, then talk about him in more detail. It's probably not the time because we're doing a lot of things at once. But if you ask me that maybe a little bit later in the day when we have a bit more time, that I can answer it. All right, 2 love Osaka. Two zero Osaka. As Vekic serves. Into the backhand of Osaka. Good return. The front of Vekic. Vekic goes up the line wide. 3 love Osaka. Double mini break. I think Sinner's going to serve first against Cerundolo. Let's see if Cerundolo can make Sinner work here. 3 love Osaka. As the return goes to the front of Osaka. 4 now from Vekic. Goes long. 4 love Osaka. Baby Cerundolo, not Fran. Yeah, it's his little brother. All right. Sinner with a serve and volley to start the match. Okay, 15 love. Great serve, Osaka. 5 love. 5 love. All right, 5 love. Osaka. Dominating. As Vekic serves a fault, second serve. As a return. Goes into the backhand of Vekic. Vekic in the net. 6 love. They change ends. Jeez. This is a beatdown. All right. 30 love Sinner to start us off. All right. 6 love Osaka. Osaka to take the first set. It's on Vekic serve though. 6 love. As the forehand goes up the line, the backhand of Osaka, backhand of Vekic. Drop shot is too good. She's on the board. 6-1. Sinner 40 love. All right. Vekic on the board, but it's 6-1 Osaka. Osaka to take the first set. Sinner wins the first game 1 love. Serve is a fault. Second serve. Second serve in the back of Vekic. Vekic in the net. There's the first set. Osaka in the tiebreak. 7-6. And that was, she stole that. She did steal that set because Vekic was up 3-1, almost double break. She was up 5-4, serve of the set. And Osaka ends up taking it in the end. All right, 7-6 first set goes to Osaka. All right. First set in the bag is Sinner. Makes Cerundolo hit the ball on the backhand in the net. By the way, Cerundolo is a lefty for those playing at home. Love 15, Sinner. As the backhand return goes to forehand of Cerundolo. Forehand from Sinner up the line. Cerundolo puts up a backhand. In comes Sinner with a drive volley. Cerundolo pass in the net. Love 30. First set, by the way, 11 winners, 24 errors by Osaka. 14 winners, 21 errors by Vekic. So not a pretty set. Both playing kind of bad. 4 breaks of serve in the set. But both not really playing well. All right. Love 30. Cerundolo serves the back and Sinner return into the forehand of Cerundolo. Sinner backhand up the line. That's too good. Love 40. This is going to be interesting. Sinner's in a mood. Sinner is in a mood. And here's the thing, chap. Right? Let's say, let's play that, the whole, Sinner hates the sun, right? Or hates the heat. If that is the case, then he's going to try and finish this match in an hour, which means he's going to put on a beatdown. And we've seen him put a beatdown on better players before. So, like, if Sinner is afraid of the heat, it's only going to get hotter, right? So, like, right now it's like midday. So, like, by the time we get to like 2, 3, 4, 5, it's going to be probably the hottest. So, if he wants to avoid that, he's going to crush Cerundolo to get it back into the shade. If that is the... if he's scared of the heat, right? So this is not good for Cerundolo. This is a bad day to play Jannik Sinner. He is not going to be charitable. He is going to crush you because he doesn't want to be out there. He's got a break point, 30-40. And Cerundolo serves a fault. Second serve. Second serve into the backhand of Sinner. Forehand now from Cerundolo is out, and there's the break for Sinner. 2-love. All right. Break back. Break for Sinner. No break back. All right, Vekic is serving first in the second. Let's see if she can regroup. All right, 2-love Sinner. Sinner serves. Into the forehand of Cerundolo. Return goes into the back of Sinner. Cerundolo's forehand around the net, in the net. It's 15-love. 15-love. First serve from Sinner is a fault. Second serve. Into the forehand of Cerundolo. Sinner backhand to the forehand of Cerundolo. Sinner with the backhand up the line. Cerundolo gets it back into the forehand of Sinner. And Sinner hits it wide. 15-0. Ooh, Chad, it's getting interesting now. All right, Vekic double faults again. $15-30, chance for Osaka at the break. Backhand return. Into the backhand of Vekic up the line. Osaka with a forehand to the forehand of Vekic. Osaka back on the stretch. Vekic drop shot. Osaka's going to get there, but hit in the net. That's 30 all. Great drop shot, Vekic. It's been a great shot for her today. Hitting those drop shots. All right, 30 all. Sinner 30-15. As Osaka, good return. Vekic with a slice. Goes in the net. Osaka's got a break point, 30-40. Sinner's got 40-15 as Cerundolo hits it long. So Navarro back on serve against Jovic. And Osaka with a return. Doesn't get the break because she missed it. 40-15. Why was she apologizing, Osaka? By the way, Vekic drop shots are too good. Oh, she was clapping her racket. I thought she was going like this. I looked up for 2 seconds. She went like this. Sinner 40-30. Osaka. Backhand return goes long. I tell you, Vekic has hit 5 drop shot winners. And they have been very good. Unfortunately, she has nothing to show for it. But they've been great. Advantage Vekic and 40-30 Sinner. As Osaka gets a return winner, we get to deuce. All right, Sinner serves. Fault. Second serve. By the way, chat, what do you reckon tomorrow? Do you reckon Djokovic plays at night or Zverev plays at night? What match do you think goes on at night? I want to know what you guys are thinking. Let's try and play the guessing game. I think Djokovic plays in the day and Zverev plays Ellis at night. That's my guess. I think Zverev versus Ellis will be the night session. Djokovic plays during the day. I know everyone's going to say Djokovic Fonseca at night, obviously, but I don't know. I feel like I don't know if they're going to put Djokovic. I don't think Djokovic wants to play at night. I think he'd rather play Fonseca because remember, tomorrow's going to rain too. So I reckon Zverev Ellis will be night session because Ellis is like the last Frenchman left. I think he's the last French player in that half of the draw, right? Like he's the remaining Frenchman in the bottom half of the draw. Top half of the draw, you still got Kwame, Van Asch, Gaston, Rinderknecht, Nesh, right? I reckon Djokovic's playing tomorrow afternoon. I know it's probably against the odds. By the way, I know this is degenerate, but you probably could bet on that, which is really sad. And you shouldn't be. You shouldn't be betting on it. If you're allowed. Ugh. Gross. 3-love Sinner, by the way. But yeah, I think Djokovic is going to play during the day. I think Fonseca Djokovic is going to be during the day. And then Zverev Alice is at night. Oh, Osaka's gone down. She slipped. She's okay though. Thumbs up. But that was a bad fall. She's all right though. She's just going to wipe down her racket. All right, advantage Vekic. All right, 3-love Sinner. Sinner in less than 2 hours. I reckon Sinner might be less than an hour and a half today. We did that the other night, and it was over 2 hours, but I don't think Sinner's going to be playing over 2 hours today. All right. Yeah, Osaka just lost her footing when she went to take off. It's all right, though. Just a slip. She's all good. Now advantage Vekic. As the return goes in the net by Osaka. Osaka's just looking at her hands, though, because she went like that. So she might have scuffed up her hands. Yeah, she's looking at her hands. There might be a bit of blood on her hands from falling. She's washing her hands off again, so... All right, love 15, Sinner. You underestimated Novak. Don't be one of those fans who like find a problem with everything that everyone says, all right? Okay, I'll play the game. How did I underestimate Novak? Tell me how I underestimated Novak. Come on. Tell me how I'm underestimating... What? Because I said he's going to play during the day? Okay, I underestimated him, yeah. Go on, tell me how. Tell me how I underestimated Novak. Go on. 30-15. Come on now. Go on. I'll play the game. I'll play the outrage game. Get angry for no reason. Go on, tell me. Tell me. How did I underestimate him? Osaka to serve. 30-15 Cerundolo, by the way. He's trying to get on the board. As a return, goes into the forehand of Cerundolo. Sinner with a slice. Goes long. 40-15. Osaka serves. Into the forehand of Vekic. Osaka with the forehand again. The forehand of Vekic. Osaka slice up the line. Vekic backhand cross-court winner. Beautiful shot. Love 15. Love 15. As the return goes to forward of Osaka, she hits a winner. Great shot. 15-0. Cerundolo on the board. 3-1 Sinner. You always cheered for the opponent and went to the wild card when he was better. Okay. Anyways, 15 love. Vekic, by the way, 15-30. She's got a chance to get the break here. Return from Cerundolo goes to forehand to Sinner. Backhand now from Cerundolo up the line. Sinner gets it back with the backhand into the forehand to Cerundolo. Backhand now from Sinner again to the Cerundolo forehand. Into the backhand of Sinner. Cerundolo forehand to the stretch. Goes long, and it's 30 love Sinner. Vekic got break points, 15-40. Vekic to take the break here in the second. Ace from Osaka. 30-40. As Osaka goes to the forehand of Vekic. Up goes a lob. Osaka forehand cross court is a winner. And Osaka gets the deuce. All right, 30 love Sinner as we return from Cerundolo goes to the back and Sinner. Sinner off the tape goes wide. It's 30-15. Jovic is trying to survive now? What the hell? I thought she won already. All right, advantage Osaka. Hurkacz or Tiafoe today? What's your prediction? I'm going to go Foe. I reckon maybe Foe might win. Didn't Foe make the quarters last year? Osaka holds 1-all. And we love Hubie, but I don't know. I feel like Foe on clay might be the pick. As we got a lovely drop shot from Sinner, 40-15. Foe made a run here last year, so you kind of got to back the guy that's played well here. I think it's a 50-50, but I might go Foe. It's going to be 5 sets, though, right? That's going to be an epic. 40-15. Sinner to take a 4-1 lead. All right. Lob goes up from Cerundolo. And that goes out. 4-1 Sinner. 4-1 Sinner. Who does the winner of Sinner Cerundolo play in the third round? Great question. Landaluce or Capriva? So, yeah. 2 guys that have been good on clay this year. So, that'll be an interesting matchup for Sinner. All right, 15-30. For sure, Tiafoe and Hurkacz will be epic. I think so. That feels like it's going to be an epic. All right, 15-30. Osaka looking to get the break. All right, backhand goes up the line in the net by Vekic. It's 15-40 Osaka. Foe played Musetti in the quarters last year, if I remember right. Yeah, wasn't it close? I thought it was close. Yeah, it was a 4-setter. Foe won the second, Musetti won the third 7-5, and then went on to win the match. So yeah, it was actually pretty decent from Foe. Very decent from Foe. All right. All right. And the break does go to Osaka. Vekic hits it out. Landaluce, Capriva, another easy match for Sinner. Well, if those guys play a 5-setter, then for sure it's going to be Sinner's going to have probably a nice day. All right. Sinner, love 15. He's looking for that double break. As that goes out by Sinner on the return. 15 all. All right, 15 all. Yeah, Vachereau withdrew yesterday. 15 all as we get a 4 up the line. Sinner with a passing shot goes long. And it's 30-15. All right, 30-15. As Sinner hits it out, it's 40-15. As Cerundolo wins the game. All right, Sinner hit it wide, 4-2 4-2 Sinner with the break. Such a shame. I love watching Vachereau. Yeah, it is a bit of a shame. Sinner will win 3-0 either way against... Will win 3-0 either way against them. Yeah, for sure. Sinner should win in straights, yeah. Hey, what's up, Linear? How you doing? All right. Love 30. Vekic a chance to break back. Backhand to backhand rally. As Vekic goes again, the backhand of Osaka. Vekic. Drop shot. Winner. Love 40. That's another drop. I think she's at 4 drop shot winners in this set. She's laughing at the drop shot she's hitting. She is drop shotting the hell out of Osaka, but she has nothing to show for it. That's the problem. She's hitting so many great drop shots, yet she's down a set and a break. Like, it's great. It's like amazing drop shots. No reward. 7 drop shot winners in the match. Osaka comes in, puts away the volley. 15-40. Sinner about to go up 5-2. He's at 30. Love. Serving the forehand of Cerundolo. Oh, Sinner hit it wide. As Vekic forehand on the stretch. Osaka drive volley straight to Vekic, who hits it up the line, but she just missed. 30-40. All right, 30-15 Sinner. All right, Vekic still with a break point. As the return goes out by Osaka. And Vekic breaks back. 2-0. 2-2. Two all. All right, Sinner 40-15. As he goes to the forehand of Cerundolo. Forehand from Sinner to the forehand of Cerundolo. Sinner backhand. Inside out to the slice of Cerundolo. Sinner with a pickup is in the net. Tried to go for the half volley, but couldn't get it. 40-30. Do you think Gauff's match will be decent? Yeah. We're going to watch it, so I hope so. Schrift's dangerous. She's one of those players where, like, you shouldn't underestimate her, but like Gauff should win, but she shouldn't be. Schrift shouldn't be underestimated. Revenge. 30-15. Vekic. Sinner with the forehand. Inside out to the forehand of Cerundolo. Sinner forehand to the forehand of Cerundolo again. Sinner with another forehand to the backhand of Cerundolo. Sinner backhand cross court. Cerundolo gets it back. Sinner backhand again to the forehand of Cerundolo. Sinner another backhand. And Cerundolo gets it back into the forehand of Sinner. Backhand of Cerundolo again. Sinner goes inside out with the backhand. Cerundolo slice. Sinner cross court backhand. Cerundolo's there with his forehand. Sinner forehand goes cross court. Cerundolo's there with the backhand in the nets. Man, he played a good point until that last shot. Oh, Sinner's just shaking out his left hand. Okay. 5-2. Sinner's shaking out the left hand. Did he hurt his knuckle or something? I think he might have done something to his knuckle because he seemed to be looking at his fingernails. He's just looking at his hand. I think he might have... Did he scuff his hand on the ground? No, it's not his wrist. He's looking at his hand. He's looking at, like, his fingers. It was on his left hand, so if it's wrist... Is there a point there where he, like, scuffed his hand? Yeah, he's got, like, a little bit of a scuff mark. He might have just kind of, like, when he went for a shot, maybe scratched his knuckles. Maybe. Let's have a look. Oh no, maybe he's just got sore fingers. I don't know. He was kind of like stretching him like this. All right, we'll see. But it's only on the left hand, so yeah, it's like his pinky finger he was kind of looking at. It's all right though. He seems all right. He's got the 5-2 lead. Vekic leads 3-2. All right. 3-2 Vekic. And Sinner's got he keeps looking at his hand, though. Keeps looking at his left pinky finger. Caboli's up 2-love. And Cerundolo is serving to stay in the set. Serving to the back of Sinner. Return goes into the forehand of Cerundolo. Cerundolo hits a winner. Great forehand. 15-love. $15-love. Yeah, Jovic is going to play the winner of this Vekic-Osaka match. All right. First serve's a fault, second serve, Cerundolo. Serving to the back of Sinner. Forehand from Cerundolo into the forehand of Sinner. Cerundolo forehand again. Sinner with a smash. Cerundolo forehand again. Sinner with a pass. Cerundolo with a half volley, but it goes long. It's 15-0. I think Jovic will blast either of these girls off the court. I don't know about that. I love 15 Vekic. As Osaka gets a forehand win across court. Beautiful shot. 15-0. I don't think Vekic and Osaka are the types to get absolutely blasted off the court, to be honest. They're usually doing the blasting. All right. Osaka, 30-15. Cerundolo serves a fault. 30-15. Oh, Vekic hit the tape, went over. 30-0. And good serve there from Cerundolo. 40-15. To make Sinner serve for this set. 30-0. Serving to the backhand. Vekic in the net. And Osaka gets to 40-30. All right. As Osaka holds, 3-0. And so does Cerundolo. All right. 5-3. Sinner's going to serve the set. Nice work from Cerundolo to hang on here. All right. This Vekic hits it out, love 15. Oh, sorry, Osaka hit it out, my bad. 15-love. Sinner serve for the set, 15-love. 15-love. Men's tennis is in bad state right now. Not going to lie, need more competition. 15-love. Sinner serves. Sinner serves into the forehand of Cerundolo. Return goes to forehand of Sinner. Cerundolo backhand. Again to the forehand of Sinner. Cerundolo again to the forehand of Sinner. Cerundolo backhand again. Goes long. 30 love. 30 love. By the way, to that statement, tennis, Sinner would have been beat even if there was more competition, right? Let's say the top 10 were all very even. Sinner playing against Cerundolo in the second round like this would have probably been a similar result anyway. It's when Sinner goes and plays Zverev, right? Or if he plays like top 10 guys and destroys them, that's when it's like, oh. But when he's beaten up like the number 80 in the world, like that's normal. Like this is what the number 1 should be doing to the number 80. Cerundolo is higher ranked than that. I'm sorry. Being a dick. Like Cerundolo's what? 55 in the world. Like this is normal, right? Sabalenka did the same thing to her opponent yesterday, right? Sorry, the other day, right? So like the number 1 beating up the number 50 is normal. It's when the number 1 beats the crap out of number 3 that it's like, ugh. That's the one where it feels like a bit like it's shockingly obvious how singular the tennis world is, right? How it's only one guy right now dominating. But right now, I mean, the number 50 in the world was never gonna doesn't do that. Also, if you take Sinner out of it and you look at everybody else in the tour, it's pretty competitive. It's just Sinner is miles ahead of everybody. But like Djokovic has had 2 4-setters, right? Medvedev's gone, right? Fritz is gone. So like it's pretty competitive if you take Sinner or if you ignore Sinner. It's pretty competitive. The problem is that you can't ignore Sinner because he's the one you have to beat to win the trophy. So like if you just don't watch Sinner, right? Then it's pretty competitive outside of Sinner. 40-15. Sinner with a forehand into the back of Cerundolo. Sinner with a forehand again. Cerundolo again to the Sinner forehand. And there's a backhand from Cerundolo up the line, but it goes wide. Sinner first set, 6-3. All right. Sinner takes the first. Vekic, by the way, another great drop shot combination. Great work from Vekic. Advantage Vekic. And she serves the forehand of Osaka, backhand of Vekic, the backhand of Osaka. Vekic backhand into the Osaka backhand. Osaka on the net. 4-3 Vekic in the second. All right. Agree, Cam. There should be a lot of a different scoreline between 1 and 3. Yeah, well, 1 and 3 should be more competitive for sure. But yeah, I mean, we can't really judge we can't judge as of right now. Number 1 should be beating the number 50 in straights. All right, 4-3. But it's when Sinner starts playing the bigger names. And he starts doing this to the bigger guys. That's when we kind of feels a little bit less. Definitely feels less. I don't know what the word. It's not less fair because it's like Sinner. It's not Sinner's fault that he's that good. What's he gonna do? Play worse? No. But that's when it becomes like glaringly obvious that there's a massive skill gap, and that the players that are outside the top 3 or even outside the top 2, besides Djokovic, are really just no match for Sinner. For the most part. Obviously, Medvedev's made some inroads. Djokovic got a win, but other than that, Sinner is miles ahead of everybody. All right, Vekic 4-3 in the second. How about this Argentina tennis revolution? What do you mean? What do you mean tennis revolution? What if Fonseca beats Sinner? Well, they're in the opposite sides of the draw, so that would be in the final, and that would be crazy. So yeah, don't think so. All right, 4-3. Into the backhand return to the forehand of Osaka. Backhand from Vekic. The backhand of Osaka up the line of the forehand of Vekic. Osaka forehand again to the forehand of Vekic. As Osaka into that Vekic forehand. Vekic hits it long. 15-love. Sinner's not the problem. Well, that's it too, right? I mean, yeah. It does have, and I've said this many times. This feels like it's 2006, 2007, and Federer's on top. Like, that's where we are right now. It feels like that's what this reminds me of. Sinner winning everything reminds me of Federer 2004, 5, 6, 7. Where Rafa had the clay, but Federer had everything else. And it wasn't until, Murray and Djokovic kind of got on the scene that it became different. Or when Rafa, started to win on other surfaces. But, yeah, it's sort of that. It's just, there was the same thing that, like, Federer was just winning everything. And it was frustrating as somebody who followed Leighton Hewitt at the time, and still, well, Leighton Hewitt was my favorite player of all time. A Leighton Hewitt fan at the time, it was super frustrating because it was either Leighton couldn't beat him or somebody else couldn't beat him so Leighton doesn't have to play him. Like, that's what it was. It was so frustrating. It was so frustrating. So if you are a fan of anybody else outside of Sinner, it is so frustrating for you too. Because if you're a Zverev fan, you're in the same boat as I was with Hewitt back in 2006. You're like, well, unless somebody beats Federer, Hewitt had to play Federer, and he can't beat Federer. He couldn't beat Federer. Zverev's the same. Unless somebody beats Sinner, Zverev can't beat Sinner right now. But nobody can beat Sinner, right? So it's just so annoying. Like, it's so hard when if you're a fan of Sinner, you're loving this, right? But if you're a fan of anybody else outside of Sinner, it's so I know how hard it is. It's annoying because you're like, no one can beat him and my guy can't beat him. This sucks. Can't somebody just beat this guy so then my guy can win? Gah! And then Marat Safin beats Federer at the Australian Open 2005, but then Leighton loses to Safin, and that was bloody nightmare too. That broke all our hearts. We thought, oh yeah, Federer's gone. Yeah, let's go Safin. We can beat him. And then we lost to him. All right, 4-0. But yeah, I get you. But again, Federer wasn't the problem then. Sinner's not the problem now. It's just everybody else hasn't figured out how to play Sinner or beat or compete against Sinner. It's a skill issue, for sure. That people can't play Sinner. But he also just doesn't have a weakness that you can't exploit any weakness. He hasn't got a weakness. Besides, physicality, maybe. All right. 30 love. Give it a year or two. I think Hodar will be there. Ah, man. I feel like we're putting too much pressure on Hodar, to be honest. Hadar is great, but he literally just popped off. Like, it's, in March, nobody knew who Hodar was, right? And now at the end of May, we're all like, well, he's going to beat Sinner. And like, that's a big jump for somebody that 3 months ago we didn't know anything about. Like, when I say anything, I mean the majority of people didn't know his name. Didn't know who he was, right? Because in March, it was Fonseca was going to do it, right? So I feel like we got to be careful putting all the pressure on these guys and being like, well, because what's going to happen is if Hodar after the clay season, which I don't think he will, I think he'll be fine. But if Hodar after the clay goes on a bit of a losing streak, so many people are going to do the same thing they do with Fonseca, same thing they do with everyone else. He's overrated. He sucks. He's not that good. He's only a clay quarter. Which is not true because Hodar is great and he's a great player and he doesn't deserve to be... He doesn't deserve that treatment like none of the other guys deserve that treatment. So we just got to be careful. I don't like when... I know I pump up Fonseca, right? But I'm also a massive fan. But with Hodar, I'm like... Prismic the same. Like all these guys, I'm like, oh, let's just... And even with Fonseca now, I'm like, oh, let's just back off a little. Maybe we got a little bit too excited. 30-0. Back in a backhand rally. As Osaka up the line. Vekic puts up a lob. And then forehand from Osaka. 30-40. Osaka trying to finish this match. All right. Osaka to get the break and serve this match. Kwame's winning. He is right now. Kaboli's winning as well. Love that. All right. Vekic with the fault, second serve. Second serve, Vekic. Into the back of Osaka. Return goes back into Vekic. Osaka forehand up the line. Is a winner, I think. Yes. Osaka breaks. She's going to serve the match. And she's going to play Jovic in the third round on Saturday. All right. 5-4. Polish commentators are saying that Herb Catch is going to beat Tiafoe. Yeah, I think it's a 50-50 for sure. Polish commentators are saying the Polish guy's going to win, though. That's totally fair. I wouldn't expect anything less. I'm sure all the Australian commentators are saying that Walton was going to win this morning because he beat Medvedev. So yeah, I'm sure that the Polish... I'd be surprised if the Polish commentators didn't pick Herb Catch, to be honest. They're not going to... People aren't going to watch if they're like, oh, by the way, Herb Catch is going to lose. Then everyone in Poland's going to turn off the TV. All right, Surrender 15 love. The only solution to Sinner would be physically and mentally strong to drag him into a long five-setter. Well, that's it. You've got to have those attributes, right? You've got to be able to be. You got to be more physical than him, and drag him into a deep fifth set. But again, good luck, because nobody knows how to do that except for Djokovic. All right. Osaka serve for the match. All right, Osaka serving. As it backhand into the net by Osaka, and it's love 15. All right, Sinner gets a break, 2-1. Sinner breaks in the second. All right, Osaka 15-0. All right. 30-15. Osaka 2 points away. All right. As that goes out by Vekic, I think. No, it went in. All right, 30-0. Vekic wants to keep this match alive. That was on the line by Vekic. As Osaka serves. A fault. Second serve. As the return goes to the backhand of Osaka. Osaka gets wide. Vekic got break back point. 30-40. Sinner 2-1 with a set and a break. Big foe's about to start against Hubie. Yep. All right. Break point as Vekic returns into Osaka's backhand. And backhand winner from Osaka. Hubie just started, by the way. Tien's one set all, by the way, as well. All right. Lovely backhand up the line from Osaka. Deuce. Serve to the back of Vekic. Return. Goes long. And Osaka's got a match point to take on Jovic in the third round. Winner plays Sabalenka maybe as well. As draw's starting to get a bit spicy. Advantage Osaka. Saturday is going to be fun. Osaka serves. Into the back end of Vekic. Return goes long. Osaka wins. Osaka versus Jovic. All right. Osaka is through to the third round of Roland Garros. That was a tough battle too. She did fight for that first set. But she got it done in straights. And she is into the next round. And she'll take on Iga Jovic, which is going to be a real fun matchup on Saturday. And that all could mean the winner of that plays Sabalenka in the fourth round as well. So that's where we are. GG's. Good win. Solid win. Not her best surface. We know that. Clay's not her thing, but she's proving us wrong. I mean, she's been to this is her third straight clay court third round. You know, Rome, Madrid, and now here. So she could make 4 fourth rounds in a row on clay, which would be actually pretty awesome for her, considering it's not her favorite surface by any stretch. All right, chat, we're going to merge the streams. Sinner's got 30-15. Osaka through to the next round. And she's going to take on Jovic. We'll watch that in a few days' time. It's going to be a lot of fun. Very fun matchup. Jovic has been playing great as well. But 7-6, 6-4. She takes out Vekic in straights. Come over and watch Sinner.